Hi, and welcome back to Drawing with Jim. We are learning how to draw what we see, and this is the third lesson. The first lesson, you just drew some shapes and connected them together and then tried to copy what you drew. The second lesson, I had you draw a free-form shape, just sort of almost like an amoeba on the paper, and then to copy that again. In both of those lessons, the goal was to teach your eye and your hand to work together. We're going to do that again today, but with a little bit more of a challenge, but also it's a little bit more fun. Now you notice on the screen I've got a line drawing here. I didn't draw this. I got it off of the website Pixabay, and if you look in the credits below the video, then you will see a link to that artist and photographer who graciously made that image available. It's a nice little line drawing of a dove or a bird. It could be any. When I saw it, to me, it reminded me of a dove. So we're going to copy that, but we're going to add a little bit of a twist to it. Or actually, we're going to add a little bit of a flip to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move it down, and then I'm going to turn it upside down. Okay, so now we're going to copy that, and we're going to copy the drawing upside down. Now again, I'm using my ArtRage app. It's a great art app if you're looking for one, but you can do this with any media you want. You can do it with paper, pencil, charcoal, construction paper, watercolor paper, whatever you want to work on. You can do it with this exercise. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the last two, is I'm going to look at the lines and I'm going to try to draw the lines. And then when we're done with this, I'm going to explain to you what the whole point of upside down drawing is. So let me start and see. Whoops, my tablet, I talked too long and my tablet turned itself off. There we go. I think it's working now. Yep, it's working now. Okay, so I'm going to start up here. Actually, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to work, and I'm going to draw that line first. Remember, I'm looking over here and kind of glancing back at what I'm drawing, but I'm mostly looking at my subject. And as with the other exercises, this one isn't necessarily to get everything perfect. Okay, the idea is we're learning. And we're learning how to draw what we see. Okay. Got a nice big curved line here. And then it's going to come back. And it's going to curve again. And then I've got a little line down here. And then I'm going to go up here with this line. And then it's going to curve around. And I'm going to put a dot right there. Okay, and there we go. Now, let's move this out of the way for starters. Let's get him or her over there. And let's see if I can flip this. Okay, and there is my dove. Let me rotate this one back around. Okay. Is it perfect? No. It's obviously got lots of flaws. The lines over here are very shaky, and I stopped a little bit too short. This line should have gone out a little bit farther. And of course, the artist over here actually drew this with almost like a calligraphy type pen, so we've got a lot of nice tapering and stuff like that. But I've got the basic shape down, and that's what this exercise is all about. It's called upside down drawing, and what you do is find some line drawings, and you can find these very easily online. Just go on Google and type in line art, and you'll find more than you have time to copy. Start with some simple ones. that are not, not too difficult. I like this one because it's again, it's very simple. We only have a handful of lines, and the lines are pretty basic. There's not a lot of not a lot of detail in it, so it's a really easy approach. So go ahead and find some images like this. And do your own upside down drawings. If you can print the image out and then flip it upside down and then just have it by your paper as you draw, or if you're drawing on a computer, you can do what I did. That's one reason I really like the ArtRage app, because it lets me put in reference photos that I can work from and I can practice from. So your challenge this week is to find a few pieces of line art and then turn them upside down and copy them. And again, don't worry about it being perfect. It's not going to be. Right now, what we're doing is we're learning, again, training the eye and the hand to work together. And upside down drawing is really good for this because it kind of fools your brain. When the drawing is oriented the right way, then you're thinking the whole time, oh, I've got to draw a bird. I've got to draw a bird. Well, and then sometimes that kind of messes up what you're actually trying to do, and that's just copy the lines. So when you turn it upside down, all you see are, let me turn it back upside down again here. Okay, yeah, you kind of see a bird, but if you don't really think about it, you just see lines. And that's what we want to do, is copy those lines. So that's your challenge this week. Do some upside down drawing and practice this. And then next week, we're going to take it just one step further. Thanks. And again, if you're interested in learning how to draw and taking things a whole lot farther, go to seethelightshine.com. Check out our art class series. It's 36 lessons of really, really good art instruction taught by master artist Pat Nepley. You will love it, and I hope you'll check it out. Thanks. I'll see you next week.